All right, who wants to know how much I made on YouTube in 2020? These are my favorite types of videos to watch, so I hope you really like them too. That's why I do them, because I'm always so curious about like the behind the scenes of weird online business like YouTube and courses and everything. I nerd out over it. I've got my glasses on because we're gonna go into the computer, and my eyes after 2020 being on the computer all the time, well, they're just not what they used to be. So I've got my glasses on here. So we're getting super nerdy and we're going to dive into the analytics and take a look at what happened. And I'm actually not sure, I'm really curious to see how my revenue has changed from 2019 to 2020. Obviously in 2020 we had COVID, so a lot of schools went online, and my channel was primarily, I had a whole bunch of accounting videos uploaded for my students, but then other students were watching them as well. And so I wasn't sure if, because of COVID and everyone going online, a lot of students were seeking help on the internet, obviously, but then a lot of instructors were actually creating their own videos. So I didn't think that students might need my videos as much. So I was kind of curious to see what happened. The other thing is, I'm just trying to think if I made any videos in 2020. I'm actually going to go look. So let's go look and see if I actually made any videos in 2020 for my channel, which is kind of funny to say. I am like the chillest YouTuber ever because I never make new videos if I don't feel like it. So let's go into my channel here. I'm recording my screen for you guys. And let's see, dashboard. When was my last video? So let's go into content here. Okay, so apparently I did two videos in 2020. Surprise to me. This one. Oh, 3. Look at me. I was very, very busy in 2020. So they're all not very, they're accounting realm, but they're not, tutorials. So I've got a few here that I've created. I'm just looking because I thought these were created in 2019. So I created a few. This one I created in the Caribbean with my friend Carmen. And that was really fun. That was a Google. She works at Google, so that's super fun. And then working at the Big Four, so more interview type videos and general interests, not so much like accounting tutorials. So I really wasn't sure how this was going to go. So let's go take a look at the actual money. And just so you know where my channel is going from now on, as you can see, I've actually started to put up videos about making online courses, which I am such an education nerd. If you've spent any time with me, I love online courses. I love teaching. I love education. I love learning. So I've dived into the world of online education, and so I'm starting to put up videos about that. So my channel is going to transition over. I'm keeping up my old accounting videos for now, because I think they're very useful for students and they still get lots of views. And so that means to me that students still need them to get on with their school, which is really what they're for. And so it'll be interesting to see, because I'm taking such a left turn with my channel. It's not like, some people pivot their channel a little bit, they'll start talking about Facebook and then they'll talk about Instagram. Whereas I'm like, oh, let's talk about accounting for 5 years and then we're going to start talking about online courses instead. So we're doing a hard left turn in my channel. So this 2021 is going to be called Let's Confuse the YouTube Algorithm and See What Happens. Let's just call it that. Okay. So I have no idea what's going to happen, but we'll find out next year. All right. So let's go in and see how much money I made, because that's the fun part. Okay. So if I go into analytics here, it will show us the money, and you guys know how much I love talking about money. So let's see how much. So just for, let's say 365 2020, there we go. So my videos in 2020, they got almost 500,000 views, which is, I just can't even, that's amazing. You guys, that's crazy. 18,000 watch hours. I increased my subscribers by 6,000, and my revenue, which is what we always love to talk about, is in American. So USD $2,300, which is awesome since like I just made fun videos in 2020. That's so cool. Let's look back and see how this compares to 2019. And just so you guys know, like, I do not promote my YouTube channel at all. I just kind of let YouTube do its thing. And how my channel grew from day one was just students sharing my videos with each other and people finding my videos on YouTube. Because my background is I'm a CPA, I'm a very logical person, and how I type things into like my descriptions and the titles of my videos, they're very keyword oriented already, which is how you need to, like, if you want to blow up on YouTube, you have to get good at keywords. But people who already think like an accountant or an engineer, we're just not that creative, quite honestly. So we're pretty good with keywords and SEO as it is, just because that's the way we talk. We just we use what people are already searching for. Makes it easy. All right, so let's compare this to 2019 to see how it went. So in 2019, how do I do this? Here we go. 19 to December 31st, 2019. So, okay, so my 2019 was actually slightly higher. So I got, in 2019, my videos had 679,000 views, so significantly more actually. But if you guys notice, the revenue is not that different. So this is interesting. So way more subscribers subscribed to my channel. So maybe more people started to put out videos. So maybe there was like more competition, and that's fine. You guys learned with whoever is the best teacher for you. That's awesome. 32,000 watch hours. So almost double. This is crazy. So let's go back. That is crazy. Oh my goodness. Okay, so watch hours, 19,000 in 2020. This is where you guys get to see me nerd out like big time here. $32,000 back in 2019, but the revenue is almost the same. How does that make sense? It doesn't. Isn't that funny? All right, so this is just blowing my mind here. Anyway, so that is my revenue for 2020. It's about $2,300, and which I am so pleased with. I recently wrote an email to my email list about how, like, every month when I get this, I always forget that I have this money coming, and so it's such a nice surprise when it comes, like, it just deposits in my bank account. It's like, surprise, Brandy, you get YouTube money. And it's just so fun. It's such a great thing. I just can't believe with the dip in views, I'm making basically the same amount. That's crazy to me. Which is great. I'll take it. I'll take the money. It's great. So yeah, so that is it. And we're going to see this year, it's going to be the 2021 YouTube experiment of pivoting my channel from talking about accounting. My accounting videos will still be there, so don't worry, they're not going anywhere. But pivoting it to talking about education, online business, course creation, online marketing. So if you want to learn about this topic, stick around. I'm also going to be probably talking about like YouTube and the equipment I use and everything like that. But if you're not interested in any of those topics and you want to leave, that's cool too. It's not a big deal. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I always love hearing how much people make, and so hopefully you do too. Have a fabulous day.